Namaskar and ShivÅsti, dear beloveds. Welcome to our class online that was supposed to be alive, but unfortunately the Wi-Fi had other plans. I think everybody is at home and everybody's watching movies and downloading stuff and online, and the broadband is not so broad at this moment. So I decided we'll do what we do whenever we have this problem. I will record the video and put it out there for you to watch and follow and hopefully use and apply in the coming hours or days as is convenient to you. So in this time, especially in the last couple of days, we are learning by the hour to surrender to a will that seems to be overwriting everything that we thought was free will or the dominance of our man intellect and will. So Wi-Fi is just a tiny little part of that, right? So getting to why we're here today. I cancelled class because, of course, we're all taking precautions. We're all a group who are using sanitizers and not being irresponsible, I'm sure. But I thought it was a little irresponsible on my part if I was to invite people to gather in a closed environment with probably the AC on and all of us inhaling and exhaling and breathing intensively in the given situation, because following protocol, following what the state machinery, what the government machinery is trying to put into effect is very, very important right now. And proactively also, just be responsible. Don't crib, don't be irritated by the fact that you are grounded. The last I remember I was grounded was probably when you were caught, meeting a boyfriend or a girlfriend or going to a movie show at college without telling the parents. Well, this time planet is grounded by that which ordains the planet, the parental energy, the creatrix energy has decided to show us a little trailer of what can happen if we are not aware, we are not conscious of our lifestyles, of the way we are going about handling life, going about responding to signs that are being given for the last almost a decade odd. At the beginning of the year, we spoke about how the heart center of the earth is opened up, and here onwards the collective of man too is going to be functioning from a space of the heart. And the whole chakra mandalas around the chest region, Manipura upward or the solar plex upward. What happens is when the energies of the earth have opened up, we are also going to have to balance. We are going to have to obey the balance of nature, of Mother Earth. And this is just a taste of what that could be like if we don't watch, if we don't guard, if we don't protect that which is given to us so freely. I'm not going to go into a long lecture on how it's bringing us back to our lives. I wrote about it, and so many beautiful people are writing such wonderful notes and blogs and giving speeches about exactly this, that this is just Mother Earth bringing us back home, bringing us back to our own self. So I think you're overloaded with that anyways, and all of us in this space are sensing it, so I don't need to remind you about that. Having said that, I will take a moment to mention what has come very, very, very clearly through the last couple of days is about honoring the body. Yes. So if we are to look at even the globe, Mother Earth, the planet, the whole body of life, the whole body of sustenance, of nourishment, of the way we know existence to be within the physical realm, to honoring this, our bodies. See, what happened was, in the rush, in the race, in the madness and mayhem of getting ahead of time and space, of creating a dominance over species, of owning and hoarding and collecting, and of consumerism, of competition, of capitalism, of just a very, very outward projection of life, we have dishonored this body. So if we have been working beyond the rhythms of the body, if we have been denying ourselves of working along the parameters of the biorhythms, or the rhythms of the sun and the moon, the rhythms of the tides outside and within, the rhythms of air and space, we have been abusing and plundering the lungs of the planet. We have been boring into, we have been excavating and digging into her womb, her heart, and that's what is getting affected now. Our lungs, our immune system, our endocrinal system is at stake. So this is not a punishment. I don't call it a punishment, but it's just balance. It has to balance. If this has dipped, this will come down, or this will come up to get to that level again, right? So tonight, what we are going to do, we are going to practice a little bit of giving back to Mother Earth, connecting with Mother Earth, and hoping that we can add a little of our energy and our intent into manifesting a kinder, calmer nature outside, so that she calms down and we can tackle this problem. The machinery that's working around the globe can tackle this problem, and that we learn a genuine plea to us as individuals, us as the collective, and to all those who are going to be making policies, who are going to be governing our lands, our countries, our nations here on. I do hope that everybody is going to listen, to pay heed to this warning, and henceforth we're going to be working towards development, yes, towards progress, yes, towards controlling to some extent the way we live our life, but in accordance with the earth, in collaboration with the earth and the elements, and not in competition and not in plunder. So let's start tonight. Sitting down comfortably, I'll just move back a little so you can see more of the posture, not that you'll get too much. But yes, arriving unto the seating, as we always do. Take your time to still yourself. To slow down that breath. Loosen the shoulders. Stretch. 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 back, bringing the shoulder blades together and opening the anahata. And breathe in and out. Allow the palms to be placed upon the lap, open skyward, relaxing the fingers if you want to just push down and relax the fingers. Pressing each finger to its counterpart, left and right. Pressing the palms together, pushing the elbows out, shoulders back. And release, and place the palms on your lap, open skyward. And arrive completely into a very relaxed, very easy, very calm and still seating upon the mat, upon your chair, upon your cushions or blanket, wherever you are seated. Invoke the earth. Even if you're sitting on a chair, if you're seated upon a sofa or a mat, that is resting upon the earth. So you are held, I am held, we are all held by the earth at every moment. We always start all our meditations with complete surrender and connect with the earth, grounding our energies, earthing, rooting, sending out strands of roots into the womb of Mother Earth before we start any meditative journey. Allowing the mind to completely present itself to this moment with its thoughts. Don't worry about thoughts. Allow them to come in, welcome them in. They're part of this journey, they're part of the meditation. Because it's going to be the thoughts and the intellect going forward that's going to play a very, very vital role in how you respond and how we react and how we tackle the way we live with the earth here onwards after this nice and whacking little warning. So allow the mind to completely present itself, be here, aware. Eyes may still be open, and just softening the gaze, allowing the gaze to just drop before you upon the earth, not looking, but just allowing the gaze to flow out and connecting with the earth. Follow that gaze in the exhale and see where it drops in connect with Mother Earth. Breathing in, pausing in that natural pause of breath before exhale completely, and along with the exhale just pouring your love, pouring your connectedness onto the earth. And as an ease of breath, ease of breathing is arrived at, allow your eyes to close themselves and move inward, naturally flowing awareness, flowing consciousness, flowing presence towards the center of the brow as that which was outside begins to dissolve inward. And the gaze spontaneously just moves towards the brow, somewhere around the brow region. And inhale into the space. And down through the body into the earth. Inhaling into the ajna, the brow, and dropping the inhale down through your body into the earth. And exhale. In the next few cycles of breath, we shall be saying the Gayatri mantra. For those of you who know it, do say it along with me, else just listen to it, try and learn it, and recite it through the next days. It picks up the prana urja. It raises the vibration and the temperature of the body, of the energy body, and empowers the body's immune system, the energetic system, to fight off any outward attacks upon the body systemic and the energy systemic. Inhale. And with the exhale, bringing your hands in a namaskara somewhere near the diaphragm. Om Bhurbhuvah Swaha Tat Savitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Nah Prachodayat. Savitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Nah Prachodayat. Om Bhurbhuvah Swaha Tat Savitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Nah Prachodayat. Bringing the palms back to their positions on the lap, returning to the awareness of breath, every cell, the breath itself will feel a little more alive, a little more filled with oxygen or prana or energy. And in that breath, finding that Chalana, or the pathways of inhale into the brow and allowing the inhale to permeate through the body into the earth. Rest, and then drawing from the earth, exhale. The dharana, or the visualization with the breath, is of breathing in pure prana, inhaling all the energies of the sun, the moon, the stars, the galaxies, the Brahmanda, of many, many galaxies, of all existence, breathing it in, allowing it to wash through my whole body, allowing that breath to connect into the earth in the inhale, and resting in that pause, the natural pause of the breath, and as it turns, drawing in the healing, the nurturing, the nourishment of the earth, and collecting all that is not needed in my energy system, in my body, in my immune system, in my endocrinal system, in my organs, and the blood that flows through me. Every grime, everything that is not needed for my well-being and health and radiance, and exhaling it out, letting it free to dissolve unto infinity. Freeing yourself of anything that is not conducive to your health, to your wellness, to your well-being and radiance in this life. Inhale and rest in the womb of the earth, and then drawing out, lifting all the impurities, all that can harm your journey, that can hold back or imprint any discord or dis-ease in the body, in the breath, in the mind, and exhale it out. Breathing in now. Visualizing the breath breathed into the soles of your feet, the ankles, the knees, the thighs, and the groin, up to all that is below the navel. Breathe into that space, the lower limbs, the lower back, the buttocks, the back of your legs, the back of the calves, your feet above and the soles. Breathing into all that is below the navel, the front of the body and the back. Using the breath to loosen whatever is not necessary and not good for our health and well-being in these areas of the body. And drawing from the earth, the exhale now, pulling out all the impurities and breathing it out. Exhale. Inhale, visualizing clear, clean, calming light. You can choose the color of your light. You can choose the texture of that light. Just drawing in with that inhale, that beam or shaft of light pouring into the ajna, the third eye, the brow, and pouring into everything that is below the navel, down the legs, washing, easing, comforting and healing on the way in. And exhale, clearing. That light lifts itself up past the legs, past the groin, the pelvis, the hinds, the lower back, the navel itself, and you exhale that light out, empowering and emboldening all that is below my nabi, below my navel. With the breath and with the blessings of the earth. In the next breath, inhaled, that light brings into the spaces of cleansed, healed, calm, empowered, lower limbs, lower back, lower belly. As I exhale from these spaces, I'm exhaling the support systems of the planet and returning all that I have taken from the planet until this moment, all that I have taken from nature to support my actions, to support my whole being, my whole standing itself, the trunks of trees, the sources of rivers and waters, the layers of the earth, all that is subterranean, returning all that I have consumed and used in this journey. I wish to return in the form of energy, in the form of gratitude and honor to the body of the earth. Honoring the minerals, the vitamins, the vital essences that the earth has given me from the moment of conception to this moment and this breath. All that has gone into making my legs, my movement, my reproductive system, my elimination systems. In the exhale, returning in the form of gratitude and honor unto the earth, and seeking forgiveness for my needs that make me pour the eliminations of my body onto your body, through the sewage, through the gutters and drains, to all the toxins and the effluences of the industries that I pour onto the earth and the support system of the earth. on behalf of the collective of man, I return the energies that I use from you, Mother, in the form of my honor and gratitude. Inhaling now. And filling the breath unto the navel, up to the breastbone, below the ribcage, your mid-torso and your mid-back. Infusing breath into your whole mid-torso regions. And calling upon the waters of the body and the waters of the body of the planet of the earth. Inhaling into the space, allowing the breath to dissolve onto the waters of the crescent of the Swadhisthana, or the navel chakramandalas, the sacral chakramandalas. And as you exhale, cleansing, visualizing little bubbles of all that is not needed being lifted out from the waters of my body, from the waters of the earth body, and exhaled out into infinity, dissolving them unto infinity. Inhale. And along with the inhale, dive through the ajna and diving past the throat, the heart, into the mid-torso regions, and just swim around, drift along, float in that area with your consciousness. Move the waters held in the belly, in the kidneys, the bile, the gallbladders, the pancreas, the intestines, and lifting all that is not conducive to the health, well-being and radiance of the organs, of the waters, of the systemics, the veins, the vessels, the endocrinal systems of these areas, lifting as tiny bubbles, carrying away, cleansing the waters of my body, the waters of the earth, and releasing them unto infinity. Inhale, now allowing that light to pour in through the ajna, through the brow, cascading down into that mid-torso region along the front and the back of the body, and filling the light as the waters clear. Observe whether the waters are thick and viscous to begin with when you start breathing in. And as the bubbles of impurities, of encroachment, of that which I have put into my system unknowingly or knowingly, that is not natural, that is not organic, that is not of the well-being of my body, as they lift and are dissolved into infinity, and the cascade of light fills these waters. Visualize these waters turning from sluggish, stagnant, polluted waters into sparkling, mirthful, lucid and free-flowing nectarine waters as you exhale out that light that is cleaning the waters. Inhale. And exhaling out, reaching out to all the waters of the planet, all the waters that come down as rain and moisture and dew. Returning in gratitude and honor every drop of water that I consume and use for my own sustenance and nourishment and life. I return unto you, Mother Earth, in the form of gratitude and honor and respect for this element, this tattva of jala, of water, that sustains all life upon earth. As I inhale and observe how freely the waters of my body move, I exhale in reverence for every river, every lake, every waterfall, every ocean and sea, the creeks and backwaters, the lagoons, the salt waters and the fresh, and all life that exists within them, from the microbes to the largest whales, to the flora and fauna of these waters, the corals, the reefs. As I swim within the waters of my own body systemic, bring in all the water bodies with their beauty, their life, turning your whole mid-torso into an aquarium of all the waters and water bodies upon the earth. And in the exhale, sending out healing, thankfulness and gratitude, honor to this world of aquatic life, of marine life, everywhere on earth. With the inhale, dive into your body systemic, the waters within, flowing through your blood vessels, flowing through the endocrinal system, as the hormones that build immunity, that regulate our state of life and awareness and moods and emotions and well-being. And in the exhale, swimming out with that light rising out of the waters into the vast oceans outside, into the rivers, into the springs and brooks, into the pools, into the waters everywhere on earth. Reverence, honor, and only gratitude. Stepping upon grass blades, feel the dew that soothes the feet as you walk upon the dew-kissed grass blades. Healing the mangroves, healing the salt pans, healing every element of water everywhere on earth. And breathe. In the next cycle of breath, inhaling breath or prana up to the heart space, everything above the rib cage and the throat. So the shoulders, the arms, the heart spaces, the lungs, the ribs, the sternum, the shoulder blades, and the upper mid backs. Breathing into these spaces and using the breath to loosen or untangle, detangle anything that is non-conducive to the well-being of my breath, of my heart, of my throat pit, the shoulders, the shoulder blades, and the arms. Inhale into the palms. Now you may visualize inhaling into the palms, so you're covering this entire area with breath. And as you exhale, releasing all the particles, all the impurities, all the pollutants that you breathe in to your body systemic every day. And exhaling, we are releasing all that is impure, all that is not needed in my body system, all that is held as possibility of dis-ease or disease as you know it, and releasing it with the exhale into its infinity. The tattva is akasha, or space. The elements upon the earth are the lungs of the earth, the forests, the meadows, every leaf, every flower. The glacial mountains that regulate the temperatures of the body. of the earth. Breathing into your lungs, filling the lungs. Breathing into the palms, filling the palms. Breathing into your shoulders, opening up the heart space, the rib cage and the shoulders. Holding the breath for that minute pause, and then exhaling, releasing all the particles that are polluting, that are infecting, that are not healthy or radiant. Just release them out into infinity. And inhale. Allowing all the entangled, held heart parts to soften and ease as the skies become clearer, the akasha, or the spaces, the smog clears, the haze clears, and you breathe easy and light with every inhale, going deeper into the spaces. And exhale out. Inhaling now that light, sparkling cascade of light through the brow, down the nasal passage, the back of the mouth, the back of the throat, and infusing everything below the throat pit and up to the rib cage, the last rib cage. Just infusing the light into the arms. When you inhale, literally radiating that light from your fingertips. Allowing it to light up every corner of the spaces of the akasha, of the air within. And as we exhale, connecting your breath with the winds and the breeze that washes over the earth, enabling us to breathe, enabling us to be and exist. Inhale. Freeing the lungs, freeing the heart, freeing all the spaces between, easing the shoulders and shoulder blades, easing that point between the shoulder blades which feels tight, relaxing it in the exhale, and breathing out gratitude and honor for the skies and the air that we breathe. Inhale. Radiating the light from the palms and the fingertips. And exhaling, returning in the form of energy of gratitude and honor and thanksgiving to Vayu, to the spaces and winds of the galaxies that infuse us with prana, infuse us with life, clearing the nasal passage as that light pours into the lungs. And breathing out. balancing all that we exude, all that we exhaust into the air that is given to us freely as pollutant, as smoke and smog from our cars, from our cooking, from our electronics, from the industries. Visualizing that we are negating that which we must put out, that we have reached a point that we are putting these pollutants out. The intention is with this healing breath, we balance and relook at how we must live here on. Inhaling and easing the breath, easing the lungs, easing the heart, easing the arms. They're light like the wings of a swan. And exhaling out into the infinity. Exhale, and in the next cycle of breath, with the exhale, we will do the Ucharana of Om to empower all that is above the Vishuddhi, above the throat pit, up to the crown. We will do a few Oms, don't count, just follow. Allow the left palm to rest upon the crown. Inhale. Allowing the vibrations of Om to rise from the throat pit in a matrix of energy up to the crown and emboldening everything that is held above the Vishuddhi in the head region, the ears, the brow, the head, the eyes, the nasal passage, the cheeks, the brain, and breathe into the whole body, completely infusing the body from head to toe to the sole of your feet. And exhale through the mouth. bringing your awareness and consciousness back to the conscious, wakeful breath, body, mind, becoming conscious of the soles of your feet, the toes, your fingertips, becoming aware of the weight of your body, and the regular rhythm of breath riding through us at all times, sustaining us with every tattva, every element of creation. We are but borrowed from this earth, from all the elements. So every moment here on, we take time every day, at least for a few moments, to return unto the tattvas, to return unto Mother Earth in the form of energy and gratitude and thanksgiving and reverence and honor, that which we take from her, that we consume from her, and consciously becoming aware of taking only that which is absolutely necessary for survival, for sustenance, for nourishment, and not excess. Allow your eyes to open at your own time and pace. And breathe. In connecting our own systemics, in connecting our own tattvas or elements in body, in breath, in mind and consciousness, with the macro, with the earth, with the galaxies, with the planets, with all the elements that exist in the universal level. We are trying to bring some balance into what has become very skewed. And in working with the mild, gentle chakra bhedana that we did, also activates your endocrinal system, which is very, very important for immunity. And I will request everybody to stay hydrated, drink a lot of warm water, start your mornings with water with lime, and drink lots of water through the day. Stay as alkaline as possible. So alkaline diets are, if you are not already aware, will be more of raw, fresh foods. Go as organic as you can. Avoid eating out. Obviously avoid crowded places. And stay as stress-free and happy as you can. If you are indoors, if you are grounded from school, college, work, social life, treat this as a time to get back to yourself, to get back to painting, singing, listening to music, watching a few movies, reading, catching up on things that you didn't do. I've been pottering about the house and looking at corners that have been neglected for months and decluttering. I've decided I'm going to really, really cut down on the number of things we collect in life, and trying to throw out all the last little bottles of plastic that we have and giving them to an NGO that collects them and recycles them into utility goods. So find your little hobbies, find your little decluttering and going organic and sustainable tasks to do if you are indoors. If you've been meaning to write that book, take that time, study some more, hone your skills, cook, enjoy cooking with the family, enjoy family time, less time scattered collecting things and shopping, and those are good, those are fun, but I think we've overstepped those limits. So I'll be back in a couple of days because we're not going to be doing classes for the week, so I will keep doing these sessions online. And stay with your home practice, your yoga, your breathing, your stretching, your walks, and wear a mask when necessary. If you have any symptoms or signs of a cold or a fever or feeling fatigued, see your doctor. Don't push it, don't neglect it. For your sake first, and for the sake of all those who are around you, your friends, your family, help at home. Empower those who are getting wrong communication or misleading information. Empower them with the right information, and stay safe, everybody. Stay well. See you soon. ShivÅsti and Namaskar.